The world of Formula One is full of mind games, and the 2026 pre-season test in Bahrain has been a great example of this. While everyone has been watching the fight over Mercedes and their secret engine trick, the German team has been working hard to put the attention on their biggest rivals, Red Bull Racing. According to Mercedes, the new Red Bull car, with its very first engine made in their own factory, is so fast that it is already the clear favourite for the championship. But is this the truth, or is it a clever lie to hide Mercedes' own strength? Let's look at the story of Red Bull's surprisingly strong start and the war of words that has started in the paddock. Red Bull came into the 2026 season with a big question mark over their head. For the first time, they would be using an engine built by themselves in their new Red Bull powertrains factory with help from the American car company Ford. Building a new F1 engine is a very hard thing to do, and many people expected the team to have a lot of problems with the car breaking down. However, from the moment the cars hit the track in Bahrain, it was clear that Red Bull had done a great job. The new engine ran almost perfectly, and the team was able to do a huge number of laps over the 3 days of testing. This was a huge relief for the team and a big surprise to the rest of the paddock. Max Verstappen said it was amazing to see a new engine maker be so reliable from the very start, and he joked that he was happy the car didn't explode when it left the garage. This shows just how much pressure the team was under and how proud they are of what they have done. This strong reliability immediately got the attention of Mercedes. Their team boss, Toto Wolff, quickly started telling the media that Red Bull was the team to beat. He said that the Red Bull car was the benchmark and that they had a huge advantage in how they used their electrical energy, saying they were a full second a lap faster than everyone else. This is a classic Wolff move. By talking up his rivals, he tries to make his own team look like the underdog, which takes the pressure off and helps manage what people expect. It's a clever plan, but one that Red Bull was not going to fall for. Their technical director, Pierre Wache, immediately said that Red Bull is not the benchmark for sure. He said that their own data showed that Ferrari, Mercedes and McLaren were all ahead of them, and that Red Bull was only the fourth fastest team. This is of course also a mind game. Red Bull does not want to admit how fast they are, as that would only give their rivals more information and a reason to work harder. The result is a fun game of cat and mouse, with both teams trying to hide their true speed. One of the most interesting technical stories of the test has been the discovery of a clever trick that Red Bull is using to get an advantage. Their drivers have been seen using very aggressive downshifts, going down to first or second gear much earlier and more often than their rivals. This high revving method helps to spin the turbo and make more electricity for the battery, which is very important under the new 2026 rules. It's a smart piece of engineering that shows Red Bull has a deep understanding of the new rules. What makes this story even more interesting is that Mercedes seems unable to copy this trick. It is believed that their own secret engine design, which gives them a higher compression ratio, also makes the engine more likely to be damaged by the sudden high revs. This means that Mercedes' own clever trick might be stopping them from using another one. It's a perfect example of the complex engineering choices that are a big part of modern F1. Despite the good signs, Red Bull is staying calm. They know that testing can be tricky and that the true order of the teams will only be known at the first race in Melbourne. Verstappen has been quick to ignore any talk of being the favourite, saying he has no idea where the team stands. The drivers are also still getting used to the new cars, which are much harder to drive than the old ones. They have less grip, which means they slide around more and are harder on the tyres. Verstappen has been very critical of the new cars, calling them anti-racing and Formula E on steroids. He is not a fan of the new way the sport is going, and Red Bull knows that the only way to keep their star driver happy is to give him a car that can win. So, what can we say about Red Bull's performance in Bahrain? While it's too early to be sure, the signs are very good. Their new engine is reliable, their car looks fast, and they have already found a clever technical advantage. The fact that Mercedes is so focused on them is maybe the biggest compliment of all. It shows that the German team sees Red Bull as a big threat. The war of words has already started, and the battle on the track is sure to be just as exciting. Red Bull has started their new journey as an engine maker in the best possible way, and they have sent a clear message to the rest of the paddock: they are here to win. The journey to becoming a full engine maker has been a long and expensive one for Red Bull. When their deal with Honda officially ended, they had a choice to make. They could have taken the easy path and become a customer team, buying their engines from a rival. But that is not the Red Bull way. Instead, they chose to spend hundreds of millions of dollars to create their own engine department, Red Bull Powertrains. This was a brave move, and one that came with a huge amount of risk. The history of F1 is full of teams that have tried and failed to build their own engines. The fact that Red Bull has not only succeeded in building a reliable engine, but one that looks fast from the very start, is a huge achievement. It is a sign of the talent and hard work of the people they have hired, many of whom came from their main rival, Mercedes. The deal with Ford adds another layer of interest. While Ford is not directly involved in the design of the engine, their money and technical support have been very important. It is a deal that has the power to shake up the F1 world. The mind games between Red Bull and Mercedes are just as interesting as the technical battle on the track. Toto Wolff is a master of the media, and he knows exactly how to use it to his advantage. His claims about Red Bull being a second a lap faster are a classic example of this. By setting the bar very high for his rivals, he is trying to create a situation where he can't lose. If Red Bull is as fast as he claims, then he can say, "I told you so." If they are not, then he can claim that his own team has done an amazing job to catch up. It is a clever move, but one that Red Bull is smart enough to see through. Their calm and quiet response shows that they are not going to be pulled into a war of words. They are happy to let Mercedes do the talking while they focus on their own work. This quiet confidence can be very scary for their rivals, as it suggests that they have a lot more speed that they are not showing. The different styles of the two teams could not be more different, and it makes for a great story as we head into the new season. The downshifting trick is a perfect example of the kind of smart thinking that the new 2026 rules are meant to create. With the 50/50 split between electric and petrol power, managing energy has become the most important part of the game. The teams that can find the most efficient ways to collect and use their electrical energy will have a huge advantage. Red Bull and Audi seem to have found an early lead in this area. Their aggressive downshifting method is a simple but effective way of making more electricity, and it is a trick that their rivals are now trying to copy. The fact that Mercedes is struggling to do so is a major talking point in the paddock. It suggests that their own engine design, while powerful, may have some built-in problems. This is the kind of technical chess game that makes F1 so great. It is a constant battle of brains, with the engineers always looking for the next big idea. The team has been trying a lot of different aero parts during the test as they try to find the best balance between grip and top speed. The early signs are that they have a good understanding of the new rules, but the real test will come in the first race in Melbourne. So there we will be able to see what is really going on. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.